Hey y'all. So, a couple of things. I wouldn't normally give into controlla this way. However, she's not gonna get away with that shit. I am fully aware that I don't look the greatest right now, right? And that's literally the point of this video. I want y'all to see, like, my little blemishes and shit. You can't really see my, I have freckles, for those of you who don't know. You can't really see them because I do have a little bit of, I slept in this makeup, by the way. I fell asleep as soon as my son came home from his football game yesterday. I just took them to school. I don't have my eyebrows filled in like I normally would. Wrinkles in my forehead. Okay, no filter, right? But as irrelevant as all of this is, controlla seems to think that it's a thing, right? And I am by no means saying like, oh, I know I'm pretty, so I don't care to be on camera. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is it's just not my own insecurity, right? Like, I'd rather not be on camera because I'm not like a front and center type of person, but I'm also not insecure to be on camera. Most of the videos and shit that I make about controlla, I have to show what she's saying, because if not, she'll deny it, but she denies it either way. So I guess it kind of doesn't matter. But point being, majority of the time, there's really no reason for me to be on camera. You know what I mean? So anyway, I also don't feel like that's a fucking argument. Like, if you have to attack somebody's looks or compare somebody's looks, you're already losing the argument. You know what I mean? And this seems to be like lost on controlla. People say the shit that they do because she's already said it to other people. What people fail to understand here is controlla set this tone. All of it. The doxing, the name calling, the fat, literally all of it. Every single bit of it. I don't get like how she doesn't get that or other people surrounding her don't get that, but tell her to upload all her videos, okay? Start there. Anyway, like I said, I personally don't feel like it's an argument, but like I said, I'm not insecure to be on camera. I just rather not be. And I've also seen Ronnie on live streams on camera, and I'm from what I'm aware of anyway, you can't download like an app or something to use to put a filter on live. But I will actually share my own insecurities with y'all, because although they are insecurities, I'm not like ashamed of them, you know what I mean? You probably can't really see in this hoodie, but I have big shoulder muscles and shit. My arms are kind of big because of what I do for work. That shit's upwards of 80 pounds, if not more. And especially like, so when you're flipping, if you lose that, you have to fight with that motherfucker. And it's hard as hell, like, because it's also long. It's not just that it's heavy and bulky, it's long as fuck. And I'm short, I got little arms, you know what I mean? Lengthwise, anyway. So, especially for like, I've been doing this for, this November will be 10 years, but for the first 3-4 years I wore nothing, and I still wear like a lot of hoodies and long sleeves and stuff, because my insecurity or whatever is the fact that I don't want to look what's the word I'm looking for, like disproportionate, you know what I mean? Like having these big, and it's a little better now because over the years I've gained weight, gotten thicker, wider, especially since COVID. But when I first started out, especially, I was so skinny, and I just had like these big fucking arms, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's one of my insecurities. And another one is actually my teeth. These right here are actually my immediate set. And I am ashamed to admit this because, you know, I paid for this shit already. I went through the pain already, but that's my problem, is the experience was so bad. I couldn't bring myself to go back. You know what I mean? For those of you who don't know, I still had fairly decent amount of good teeth in my mouth. My mindset at the time was like, I'd rather do it now, the damage that I already have, before, you know, I'm 50, 60, 70 years old, and it's painful, and I have the money and everything now, I may as well do it. I could go get implants tomorrow if I wanted to, but I can't bring myself to go back to the dentist like that. I just can't fucking do it. These teeth in my mouth right now, y'all, I'm not even bullshitting you. My top ones have super glue on them. Dead ass serious. I know that's bad, but I'm just being honest with y'all. But I've had these immediates for several years now, and because they're so like fucked up and like ill-fitting, I feel like I talk funny sometimes. I say S is weird, I feel like, you know, shit like that, which a lot of people say I'm crazy. They don't see it or hear it at all. But the thing about, you know, insecurities is it's like personal to you, and just because someone says, you know, like, oh, you don't have big arms, or, you know, you don't talk funny or whatever, it doesn't just go away, right? So yeah, those are some of my insecurities. For me, being married, and especially like married as long as I have, a lot of people's like opinions or whatever of your looks is irrelevant. Like, I have my person. I have the person that, you know, finds me attractive, obviously, to a certain extent. So to have like someone else try to make me feel like I should be insecure about something that is already like loved and appreciated, on top of it being super fucking cringy in the first place, you know what I mean? It's just kind of fucking weird. But anyway, I also want to touch on the fact that she said people are out here arguing for or about Skelly. Let me make this very super fucking clear, because I know what Control is doing. Control is trying to name drop and plant little seeds so certain people pick it up, right? I have no association to Skelly. I have no association to Bombshell. And ain't no motherfucking body over here, including Ronnie, okay? Arguing for or about Skelly. And I mean no motherfucking body. Okay? Get the fuck out of here with that. Like, I'm not even gonna get into that whole thing, but Controlla knows I don't fuck with Bombshell, and she knows because we literally had like a whole personal conversation about it in our recent conversation. If you want to come at me for some shit I said or did, then come at me for some shit I said or did. Don't try to lump me into a group of people or a situation that I didn't even have shit to do with, because I don't have nothing to do with that. Also, up until this point, literally like up until 15 minutes ago, I've always heard Skelly say, you know, he's not for the agency calling, don't call the cops, don't call CPS, you know. I know that he does like the Facebook and shit like that, but again, Controlla is the one who set this tone. Like, she's even been on a minor's Instagram and brought that information to YouTube, talking about, well, it was public, you know what I mean? So I understand Controlla set that tone, but I just heard Skelly say that him and the RR show, he said it twice, by the way, not just once, him and the RR show need to find out who her therapist is. And I'm not gonna jump on the whole like attacking Skelly thing. I'm just pointing this out for the people I fuck with who, you know, do go over there. I seen that link that kind of, you know, set me off a little bit. And then now this. If you have to go after this chick's real life in that way, like to the point where you're out here digging for her fucking therapist, you're already losing. And like, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to start any shit. I'm just saying she does so much shit live daily in front of our fucking faces. There's no need for none of that shit. Plus, you don't want that shit done to you. And I think it's weird that like some people are cool with other people after they do that type of shit to them, but whatever, that's not my business. I'm just saying my personal opinion, just like it's my personal opinion. If you have to go into her life like that, you're already losing. She needs therapy. Like, leave that type of shit alone. Let her do better if she's gonna do better. You know what I mean? It doesn't take away from the shit she does on live every day, though. Anyway, that's all for now. I'll be back. By the way, there's no like filter or anything. Y'all can see my blemishes and shit. Okay? Fuck out of here.